Hello and welcome back to the channel. Motions Biz here, and I will share with you some information that one of our community members have shared. And I just thought that this is worth sharing because I think this can really make a big difference. It can be a game changer. To talk about a credit union that gives you the opportunity to have 100% access, cash access to your full credit line or credit limit on your credit card. And as I've already mentioned, it is from your comments, from the experiences you shared, that I also get ideas for content and what to share, especially with other members who are maybe thinking about joining credit unions. And I know that I've been doing videos on Navy Federal because that is where I'm most familiar with. However, there are many credit unions out there that also have benefits and they have different features. And I think it's also worth checking out. Now, this information is from Theo Payne. So, Theo, thank you so much for sharing your experience here because it gave me an idea that this is really an amazing information to share. And this credit union that would give you that opportunity is no other than Penfed. And I am sure many of you may already be members of Penfed. Now, just let me be clear that I am not a member of Penfed, although I did try to get into this credit union early on when I was starting with Navy Federal. But when I did my application, I actually wanted to do it with my daughter. And what happened was they were asking documentations and we were going back and forth and they were asking for a copy of her social security number. And since we don't have that physical copy of that, she has an image of that. And it keeps coming back saying that they cannot see the whole document or the whole picture. And no matter what I did, they kept sending it back. So I got kind of really just, frustrated with that. And so I did not go ahead with my membership. But anyway, with Navy Federal, I'm pretty happy with Navy Federal. And I think it has really met my needs at this time for credit limits, for opportunities. And so that's why I just stuck with Navy Federal. But of course, when Theo shared this information, and what was crazy was that I really never saw his comment until today. It was 9 months ago that apparently he shared in his comment about his experience with Navy Federal and what was going on. And I felt so bad that I was not able to respond to that comment. Imagine 9 months and I did not really see that comment. And sometimes, guys, just be patient with me because I do not see the comments every time because I am bombarded with a lot of comments and I try to review each one and I do miss some of them, but I try to do reviews every now and then. And Theo's comment was one of the comments that I made that I wanted to acknowledge that I did see his comment. And true enough, in a few minutes, he responded to that with more information. And for that, I am very thankful because now I can share this information with you because he has had a good run with Penfed and another credit union. And I just thought this information he shared is too good to pass up. So I better share this because even if it is not my personal experience, it is worth knowing for you out there who may be considering applying with a new credit union and not just Navy Federal. And I think Penfed may be a good option for you. For those of you who are already members, I would also like to hear your comments and your experiences with Penfed, and any information that you can share in this community would be so appreciated, of course, because I know a lot of you are already members of Penfed and are very well informed and familiar with their programs and what they offer. So I think, again, remember, we are a community of sharing, and sharing that information will be very helpful to others as well who may be viewing this video. Now, this feature with Penfed, where you have access to 100% of your credit limit, I think is a great benefit because if you are in business, you are a trader like Theo is, you really know how you would optimize usage of that amount, where you can invest it and make profit out of it. Okay. Now let's see what our fellow community member has to say about Penfed and his experience. Okay, so Theo has a credit limit of 12,500 on his gold card. This was actually his gold card, and he mentioned that he was given that Penfed sent him a set of checks for him to be able to have 100% access to his 12,500 credit limit. So he borrowed about 6K for his trading account. He's a trader, that's for sure. And then he made that money back and put it back into his Penfed account. And he further shared that when he did that and returned the money back into his account, he paid off 6K of his cash advance. It actually raised his FICO score for up to 5 points. And here he mentions that if anyone wants 100% access to their credit line for any investments, real estate, stock market, crypto, or whatever. And he even says, check out Penfed. Not many folks are appropriate for accessing high credit limits because it can mess you up. But if you are a savvy investor, business person, and you need instant cash access to be able to finance something that has a return, that has a profit, then this would be very practical and it would really be very beneficial for you. And just a few quick data points that was also shared here is that Penfed does pull from Equifax. Okay, I will not go over the details of the membership and all that. I may discuss that with another video, but this one I will just share this information specific from our community member here. So they pull from Equifax, and then the requirements to for membership does involve a lot of things that they request for: government ID, social security card, and a utility bill. And I know I did this, and which, like I said, I was a little frustrated and did not continue with my application. And so he did not do a whole lot of gardening with them when he was approved for the gold credit card. It was just savings and 250 shared loan. So if you are thinking of getting into another credit union, Penfed may just be it. Thank you again for always sharing in this community, because it gives me ideas and it gives me good information that I can share with members and viewers. Okay, so this is Motions Biz. Until next time.